The world's black market for weapons is a hidden, sprawling network. No stalls, no price tags, just secret deals and dangerous consequences. It connects desperate buyers, rebels, terrorists, criminal gangs, with ruthless sellers fueling violence worldwide. Demand drives this market. Those who can't buy legally turn to the shadows for everything from handguns to missiles. Profit is a powerful lure. A cheap rifle in one country can fetch thousands elsewhere, attracting everyone from small-time smugglers to global brokers. Instability and weak governance let the trade thrive. Corruption, porous borders and looted stockpiles create perfect conditions for traffickers. In war-torn regions, state arsenals are raided, and officials are bribed to look the other way. The black market is both a symptom and a cause of global chaos, perpetuating cycles of violence. Understanding this trade means confronting the world's deepest conflicts and failures. Its impact is felt everywhere, from city streets to war zones. The illegal arms trade has shadowed human conflict for centuries, but its modern form emerged after major wars. When wars end, surplus weapons flood the market. Legacy arms left in armories or on battlefields become the seeds of new violence. The Cold War supercharged this trade as the US and Soviet Union armed allies worldwide. When the Soviet Union collapsed, vast arsenals spilled into the black market. After every major conflict, Balkans, Iraq, Libya, looted stockpiles fuel new wars and criminal networks. Weapons from one conflict quickly find their way to the next, crossing borders and continents. This cycle repeats: war ends, weapons spread, new conflicts ignite. The black market is a self-perpetuating engine of violence, recycling the tools of old wars into new ones. Each conflict leaves a legacy of arms that outlasts the fighting. The echoes of past battles are heard in today's gunfire. The black market isn't run by a single group. It's a web of individuals, each playing a role. At the top are arms brokers, ex-military, former spies, or savvy businessmen who orchestrate deals from behind the scenes. They connect sources to buyers, rarely touching the weapons themselves, using encrypted phones and offshore accounts. Buyers range from rebel commanders to drug lords, anyone needing firepower but locked out of legal markets. Their motivations vary: ideology, profit or power, but all are willing to pay. Middlemen bridge the gap, negotiating deals, laundering money and vouching for both sides. Without them, distrust would kill most deals. Smugglers handle the risky part, moving weapons across borders, often using hidden compartments, small boats or light aircraft. They're usually locals who know the terrain and need the money, making them the most vulnerable link. While brokers and middlemen stay in the shadows, smugglers face arrest or violence daily. Each player is essential. Without one, the chain breaks. This decentralized network is what makes the trade so resilient. The faces may change, but the roles remain. The black market thrives on anonymity and desperation. Smuggling weapons is a logistical puzzle. Smugglers blend illegal arms with legitimate cargo to avoid detection. Concealment is key. Rifles hidden in aid shipments, guns stashed among produce or false-bottomed containers. The sheer volume of global trade means most shipments go unchecked. Smugglers use hard-to-monitor routes, unregistered boats at sea, ancient trails on land or remote border crossings. Transshipment, moving cargo from large ships to small boats in international waters, adds another layer of cover. Technology helps encrypted apps for coordination, GPS for tracking, and cryptocurrencies for untraceable payments. Corruption is the ultimate enabler. A bribe to a customs official or border guard can open any gate. Port officials may alter shipping manifests, making illicit cargo appear legitimate. These human factors, greed, desperation and corruption, are the biggest obstacles to stopping the trade. Law enforcement faces a constant uphill battle. The system is designed to exploit every weakness. Real cases reveal the scale and audacity of arms trafficking. Victor Bout, the merchant of death, used Soviet cargo planes to deliver weapons to war zones across Africa, Asia and the Middle East, evading law enforcement for years with shell companies and fake documents. His downfall came in 2008, caught in a sting while trying to sell missiles to undercover agents. The MV Girija, intercepted off Colombia, was officially carrying machinery but hid thousands of AK-47s and millions of rounds, exposing a web of dealers, corrupt officials and front companies. After Libya's collapse in 2011, looted arsenals flooded North Africa and the Middle East, arming rebels and militants from Mali to Syria. Each case shows how instability, deception and global networks keep the black market alive. The ripple effects of one country's chaos can destabilize entire regions. Governments and international organizations are fighting back with treaties, enforcement and disarmament. The Arms Trade Treaty sets global standards aiming to keep weapons out of the black market and away from human rights abusers. Its success depends on countries' commitment, but it's a step towards transparency. Interpol, Europol and national agencies share intelligence, track traffickers and seize illegal shipments, often using advanced tech like X-ray scanners. Disarmament programs offer incentives for ex-combatants to surrender weapons, aiming to break the cycle of violence before surplus arms hit the market. Financial investigations target the money behind the trade, freezing assets and following suspicious transactions. Disrupting the economic engine is as crucial as seizing the weapons themselves. Progress is slow and complex, but every seizure and arrest matters. The fight is global, relentless, and far from over. Success means attacking both supply and demand. Despite efforts to stop it, the black market for weapons adapts and endures. Demand remains high. Wherever there's conflict or crime, there's a market for guns. The internet and dark web have created new anonymous marketplaces, while cryptocurrencies make payments harder to trace. Technology is changing the game. 3D printed ghost guns and cheap drones are emerging threats, allowing anyone to manufacture or modify weapons at home. Drones, once military only, are now used by militants to deliver explosives. Cyber warfare adds a new dimension, trading not just hardware, but digital blueprints and malicious code. The black market is a mirror of global instability and inequality. Eradicating it means addressing root causes, conflict, poverty and weak governance. Treaties and enforcement help, but lasting change requires building stable societies and prioritizing diplomacy over violence. The shadow of the arms trade will persist. Our challenge is to keep it from growing. The future depends on our resolve to confront both the trade and the reasons it exists.